Look at what you've done. Stand still, falling away from me when it takes so long. Fire's out, what do you want to be? No, I'm holding on. Myself was never enough for me. Gotta be so strong. There's a power in what you do. Now every other day I'll be watching you. Oh, I'll show you what it feels like now.
Gonna show you how to bulletproof some knees. Gonna do some high volume squats, get some tom flat legs, but I'm gonna take you guys through what I do to help prevent and get rid of knee pain. My left knee's kind of hurting right now from some PR attempts, but I'll show you how I've been really getting into like mobility, the idea of not just flexibility, but strength in extreme range of motions. That is what's going to protect your joints and help you get even bigger. You don't want everything super tight, obviously. You get into range of motions with weight because the weight's pushing you in that range of motion that you haven't been in before, and you're tight and you don't have the mobility. That's where you run into tears. So if we can strengthen those positions with light load and progressively over time add weight, we can strengthen those positions and become significantly more powerful in powerlifting, specifically for what I'm doing. But even if you're just a regular ass person that just doesn't want to be restricted by your mobility and doesn't want to have joint pain, these are great. These are the same as like some rehab movements people would do after an injury. But I do it as preventative measures, and I mean, it actually does pump up my quads, and then my squat feels better. I can actually open my hips. I feel mobile. I can get in a very optimal position to squat and deadlift, and yeah, we can knock down some actual heavy weight without being in pain. That is the goal. So, took some pre-workout. Let's get started. Alrighty, this is the first one I like to do. Take a nice wide stance, and you're just going to squat down to one side, opening this side up, feeling the tension on the hip. Don't just push the knee forward. Engage that hip by spreading the floor apart. If you're having knee pain, only go to where it like hurts. Or if you're tight here, only go until like it feels like a good stretch. Slowly get deeper each time. I do about 10 each side. It's also going to depend on your mobility. Take as much time as you need to open this up. This one's going to be good for the hips and glutes. You've probably seen this stretch before. You kind of have your legs half and half, and you're reaching over this and stretching that side. It's the same thing. Kind of get that knee out. We're stretching the inside of this and the outside of that. Now you should be able to go down, stretch, 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 stretch. Push that leg into the ground, engage that hip, and push yourself back up. As far as you can go. Trying to reach a little farther each time. Keeping the tension on that hip. Switch sides. This side's tighter. This one can be quite difficult. There is some progressions. You could raise your foot up on something higher. Really stretch into that. Work your way to the floor. I'll grab a little stick just for balance. Now I try not to make this heel come off the ground. I want to push it so far forward I'm getting a little bit of stretch in the calf. But I'm also getting stretch in the knee, getting my hamstring to my calf, and getting a really deep lunge. For most of these, I'm doing 10 to 15 reps once I've got the mobility I like. Alright, other side. If your gym has a treadmill, you can hop on it backwards with it off, slightly angled, kind of leaning into it and pushing it away, moving the machine by itself without it on. With it on, like a slow pace, like 1 or 0.5, is pretty good too. But if you don't have that, you have a sled or something, I got a sled, same thing, pushing away, it's leg dreads.
Look at what you've done. Stand still, falling away from me when it takes so long. Fire's out, what do you want to be? No, I'm holding on. Myself was never enough for me. Gotta be so strong. There's a power in what you do. Know every other day I'll be watching you. Oh, oh, I'll show you what it feels like. Now I'm on the outside. Oh, we did everything right. Now I'm on the outside. Oh, I'll show you what it feels like. Now I'm on the outside. Oh, we did everything right. Now I'm on the outside. So you give me no reason for me to stay close to you. Tell me what love is to. How are we still breathing? It's never for us to choose. All we can strengthen you. No, I'm holding on. Myself was never enough for me. Gotta be so strong. There's a power in what you do. Know every other day I'll be watching you. Oh, oh, I'll show you what it feels like. Now I'm on the outside. Oh, we did everything right. Now I'm on the outside. Oh, I'll show you what it feels like. Now I'm on the outside. Oh, we did everything right. Now I'm on the outside.
Done with those squats. Knock down a little 10 by 10. Knock down a quick 100. Your workout doesn't have to be super complicated. Squats are extremely effective. Just take that shit to failure and just squat until you can't squat no more. But that's basically it. Just kind of getting back into the volume, not super heavy. Making sure the joints are good after the max out and everything else. So try those. If you want better positioning in your squat, you want to squat heavier, you want better positioning for your deadlift heavier, and you just don't want pain, that's the warm-up you need. I promise. I've had like chronic knee pain. It kind of developed in the Marine Corps from sprinting in boots. That really destroyed my knees. I would have so much knee pain after that. And
And basketball would destroy it. I would love to play basketball. Haven't played basketball really since my knees have been really, really aggravated. Maybe we'll try to get more back into some jumping. Maybe even try to dunk. I've always been pretty close naturally. But then it just hurts my knees so much to jump and land that I just never continue trying to pursue that. But, alright, Mike's about to die. So we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go to In-N-Out. Give me a little 4x4. Oh, 4x4. 4x4 for sure. So, I think that's it. I'll catch you next time. Super simple video. And happy squatting.
Be so strong. There's a power in what you do. Now every other day I'll be watching you. Oh, oh, I'll show you.